God damn it. Oh gosh, this is bad, guys. This is bad. If it keeps on going like this, it's gonna be bad. Really worried about it. I am really worried about it. Anyway, let's go up to engine 2.
Ground.
Hawthorne Tower, Skyhawk 172.
Oh, this guy's like
Charlie, 10 miles southwest of the airport. At 2,500, request mini route northbound.
152, Mike Charlie, Hawthorne Tower, Squawk 7111.
Squawk 711.
Well, let's see if it goes up.
172, Mike Charlie.
This time I gave a little power. Because the last time, yesterday, when I tried without power, it just kept
Stable idle.
fucked up.
Third tower
System
again.
electric hydraulic
172, Mike Charlie.
Perfect.
Was it Squawk 7211 or 7111?
7111, 111.
All right.
7111, 172, Mike Charlie.
Alright, so we actually started it up nicely, so let's go for the
On.
7.
Engine generators.
Alright, engine generators both available, so let's just turn them on.
On.
Probe heat
Probe
switches
heat
this
switches.
time can go on.
Oh, it's disconnected. I'm
NTIs
has been removed.
switches.
Hand
No
signal on
need.
the right. Well, see you next time and have a safe flight.
Air
conditioning
conditioners.
pack switches.
Back to auto.
Auto.
Isolation back to
valve switch.
auto.
Auto.
APU bleed off.
Pressurization selector. Auto.
And APU.
APU bleed.
What the hell is my mouse?
APU switch.
Wait! My APU just fucking out. What the hell is going on? Okay, let's go to continuous here. So we are standing more or less where we want to be, that's okay. We're gonna just go out there, and when we are somewhere there, we're gonna actually...
Number 172, Mike, not speaking to you on radar. Verify your transponders on.
What should use $29 on? Well,
We'll verify transponder and ident.
lots of options,
Number 2,
my
Mike, Charlie,
friend.
negative on the ident. Just verify the transponder on you. Identing will make this problem worse, actually.
Many things that you can actually do, my friend. Other than, of course, the co-pilot thingy, you could also... what the hell? Are we again off? No, it's going. It's working, right? Please tell me we're working. Mayday, mayday, mayday.
No,
Twitch
Mike,
guys,
contact
Twitch
Los
guys.
Tower 119.8.
Twitch
Engine start
viewers,
switches.
Twitch viewers.
Contact last LA Tower
Radio check.
119.8.
I think we're good. Alright. So, other than that, you could also think of, for example, getting the Serenado Grand Caravan. That's about, I think, $25 or something. That's a really good one.
LA Tower 172, Mike Charlie at
take off.
1,500.
Number 172, Mike Charlie, Los Angeles Tower, Roger, ident.
Ident. 172,
Take
Mike.
off. Flight controls.
Wait a minute,
Number
my
172, Mike Charlie,
engine went off
violation of
again?
Los Angeles class 5 airspace and 600 feet below altitude on the
Look at
maneuver.
that, my engine's
you can't
turned off
actually enter
again?
the airspace until you receive a clearance to do so, so there's going to be a fail for the CAT 10 for that reason.
Look at that, my
I
engine's...
understand. I just had trouble with my transponder for a while, and I lost altitude. And I lost where I was also. Thank you. We'll try again at some different point.
Wait 2 minutes earlier, good day.
Wow.
Have a good day. 172, Mike Charlie.
The hell just happening here? So when I put on my flaps, okay, I should actually put this into like some bug report or something. When I put my flaps on, the whole engine turned off and turned on again.
Holding short runway 30
That's pretty clear.
left for vehicle departure to the east for the CAT 6.
Okay, so yeah, I actually put here the taxi clearance is there.
Runway 30 left, clear for takeoff.
Okay, so we're gonna have 121.1 and okay, that's all set up, so let's just do it. Are you
Clear for
ready?
takeoff
Edwin?
30 left for A2 uniform, thank you.
Okay, let's see. Was it Charlie 4 and 5? Yeah. Las Vegas ground, Alaska 601, request taxi. We are at Echo 15, basically between Charlie 4 and 5.
So 601 Las Vegas runway 25, request runway 26 right, taxi via Charlie.
Runway 26 right, taxi via Charlie, Alaska 601. Okay, so let's go. Taxi clearance obtained. We're gonna get the taxi lights this time on. Runway turn off light, no need.
As required.
And let's just go.
Parking brake.
Right, 253 F with the approved request
Release.
taxi radio services turn into contact
Brakes,
from the tower
yes.
once the FBA is today.
Okay, so actually I think I will have to file a bug report with Zibo. Because every time, apparently this is what happened before. Because I saw this report before, I just didn't know how it happened. Apparently, when I use my flaps, when I turn on my flaps, for whatever reason, it actually gonna turn off my engine. And then they turn on again like automatically. Brakes, good, brakes test,
Press
good.
and release.
Let's go.
V-card speed bugs.
That's already
Fullerton
after.
Tower, Skylane 253 Alpha Whiskey,
This is kind of crazy though.
with current weather, 18 miles east of the airport, inbound, full stop.
253 F with the Fullerton Tower makes straight in runway 24, report 3 mile final.
Report 3 mile file, runway 243 Alpha Whiskey.
Quite a ton of issues with Zibo in the past, all kinds of things is why I no longer flag myself. I am not that easy to give up on it, honestly. Because the issues that I've had so far seem to be small. But then again, as I said, I've seen this before. I've seen, like, not when I did it, like, this is the first time I actually witnessed it. In the past, what happened was I saw it. Basically, in the past, I saw it just on my report, the ACARS, that my stupid engines were turning on and off, and I didn't understand why. And this is the first time. Hey guys, come on! This is the first time I actually witnessed it, like, in first person, like, really. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. Alright, so we already got the whole taxi clearance, so we can actually go all the way to the hold area.
Burn place uniform contact departure.
We could have actually come all the way here before we did that. We didn't really have to do that originally, but I think it's easier. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the 738 is a very important one in qVirtual. It's a very useful airplane. It's basically like,
Uniform base for departure, radar contact.
especially if you are in America, this is like essential. You have to have it. If you want to have, if you want to fly, if you want to go on qVirtual, if you don't have this, it's like, what are you doing? You know, it's not good. Alright. But yeah, actually, you know what? There's a guy called, holy crap, what is his name? I'm gonna check it. Remind me in a minute when we are cruising. There is a guy who's been putting on videos about the flight factor 8320, and it's looking better and better. So I have a feeling that it's not gonna be that long before it comes out. He already put on like even videos. Originally, he just put on a video about like how it looks from the inside. But then he actually already put on videos of like actual landing with it and takeoff and whatever. I mean, it seems that they are pretty close to finishing it. They haven't set any, any dates or anything, so it's, they are still holding out for it, but it seems to be close. Yeah, I have huge faith in Flight Factor. I don't know. Ever since I've been flying the 757 V2, I'm like, Flight Factor is the shit. So if somebody can make a good airplane, they can definitely do it. I'm very convinced about that. They are really, really good. I'm absolutely in awe of Flight Factor 757. And actually, I like the A350 a lot. The problem is that they kind of abandoned it, so they didn't finish it. But what they already finished is great. It's really good. It looks awesome. Flight Factor's attention to detail, for example, is just absolutely fantastic, I think. I really love that they do. Okay, we might want to slow down a little bit. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the Flight Factor A320, but it might take a little while. Yeah, well, yeah, but I mean, actually, it's great, but they are working on that as well. Some people is working on it. But then again, like, I kind of feel like I hope that Flight Factor is gonna work on it, because if they do, I'm sure that they're gonna come up with a perfect product. But the A320 looks, the A350 is really good. Yaron, if you could get that, and then we could get that dual cockpit. Oh my goodness, that would be so good. That would be so good. Because the A350, I feel it's really pretty complicated, as you said. So doing it, one person doing it is, I think it's possible, but pretty tough. So if it works with the dual cockpit, I'm not sure, because there are some things don't. If it could work on the dual cockpit, it would be absolutely fantastic. All right, so we're gonna stop right here. Okay, we're gonna put on our parking brake, and we're gonna do a quick checklist first. VCARD, good. It's 149, but probably not, we're not even gonna use that, depending on how they, what they tell us. Fixed landing lights on. Position lights. Look at that. I put it strobe and. Oh no, this one is always strobe and steady. I didn't change that one. I'm gonna.
Transponder.
I changed some things in the checklist, so it's actually better for me.
Radar.
Weather radar on. Heading bar is 259.
Set runway heading.
Flight directors are correct. I'm gonna actually come back to
chronometer.
This view here. Chronometer is gonna run when we get there, so let me go to, oh shit, I actually have to change it anyway. So I'm gonna go over to the tower, and I'm gonna set up 125.9 for my Las Vegas departure is gonna be the next one. Imagine the Concorde. Oh, yeah, I actually flew the Concorde before, but I mean, that was certainly not a study level airplane. That's my only problem with it. Okay, so actually let's go back here the way I like it. Oh, it's too much. Hold on. Just like this, so we can actually just barely touch the autopilot. That's good. And let's call up the ground. I'm Alaska 601. So everything is ready. Las Vegas ground, Alaska 601, holding short at runway 26 right.
Alaska 601, Las Vegas, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
26 right, clear to take off, Alaska 601. Okay, so let's actually go. We're gonna start rolling. Yeah, I checked out those couple of them what they had, and I was like, no, that's not for me. Alright, now what I'm gonna go is actually gonna start this and
Run.
check it. Run. Okay, and let's just go. Yeah, I think they are complex, but you know, they are definitely not study level airplanes that I saw before, so whatever. Alright, so let's just line up there, a little bit back. Okay, and let's just spool up a little bit and toga. Okay guys, we're ready to go. I forgot to tell my stewardesses to sit down, but hopefully they were smart enough to sit down. Airspeed is live. They fixed the 80 call-out. There were some problems with it. I don't know what.
80 knots.
80 knots. I could hear it. Good. And V1, V2 is basically the same. V1, VR, V2 are almost the same. So when I have V1, I can actually start going. It seems that we don't really have a crosswind right now.
V1.
Rotate. We have a positive rate. And okay, it wasn't that nice, but that's fine. I'm gonna put up one of the flaps already.
Fullerton Tower, 253 Alpha Whiskey, 3 mile final.
So 250 Whiskey, runway 24, clear to land.
Clear land, 243 Alpha Whiskey.
Start turning. I'm gonna actually put up the last flap as well. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and put on the autopilot. We'll let it go. All should be good. A little bit dipping, but I think we were good enough. There you go, and we set up for a
Landing gear. Up and off. Flaps. Retract. Autopilot. Engaged.
Alright,
Air conditioning pack switches.
there, and auto brake off. Good.
Auto brake. Off.
And I did add something. Oh, I thought that I added
Power.
something. Didn't I? Look at that. I
Adjust.
changed this one. Originally, it was always
Landing
telling me
lights.
about the transition altitude first, but it's incorrect because first we're gonna get to 10,000. Okay, so I don't know when he's gonna transfer me to the other guy. Oh. Did you see that? That was like... It keeps like... Look at that. It keeps like... doing things interesting, but we should be fine. We stay about... Oh! That was some weather change, I guess. What the fuck was that? Did you see that? Like, bzzz. I think there were some weather changes over there. Perhaps the speed. Wait a minute. Okay.
Alaska 601, contact departure.
Contact departure, Alaska 601. Okay, so let's go for departure. Las Vegas departure, Alaska 601 at 6,000, at 7,000, climbing via SID.
Alpha 601, I'll take departure radar contact, climb takeoff of 190.
Climb and maintain flight level 190, Alaska 601. Okay, so we're gonna go actually to 250. Okay, and we're gonna go for speed, and we're gonna go for 190. We are going upwards, so it's basically looking like we are following the instructions already. And we're gonna go for a
But
flight
what's the
level.
opposite event today?
We are having a flight level change, so N1 LNAV MCP speed, and we have 250 IAS speed. So we should be nice. 10,000. Why is
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now use electronic devices. Once we reach
Off.
our cruising altitude, the flight
Position
attendants
lights.
will be making their way through the cabin.
Strobe and
with
setting.
drinks. Now sit
Alright.
back,
Altimeters.
relax, and have a great flight.
we don't have to do anything with the altimeters here. Yeah, that was probably just a sudden what is it, weather change. And now actually I'm doing properly. In other words, I'm doing a fixed speed 250 and using a flight level change, which means that it's gonna go as quickly as it feels comfortable going up, which is way better. When I did it yesterday, I did vertical speed, and as Marcus pointed it out absolutely correctly, that's dangerous as fuck, because at the end I almost ended stalling. That was kind of dangerous. Look at that, we actually go back exactly 159. That's pretty cool. I realized it I saw it yesterday, I was like, pretty cool if you ask me. Landing lights are already off. And we're nicely going up. Look at that place, guys, beautiful. Just bloody beautiful.
Moment to Columbia Delta Tower Mark 9 departure frequency 119.6 slot 3327.
Okay, there are some ortho problems, I believe, over there. Or at least it's like, I don't know if it's missing ortho.
Columbia Delta Delta. Alaska 601, contact Los Angeles Center 133.55.
133.55, Alaska 601. Okay, so we actually have already the one, so 133.55. Okay. Los Angeles Center, Alaska 601 at 16,000, climbing to 19,000.
Alaska 601, Los Angeles Center, climb maintain flight 340.
Climb and maintain flight level 340, Alaska 601.
For 9482 uniform, contact offshore approach 124.55.
There you go, and we have the 250 as our speed, as MSP speed, and we have a flight level change, and it's gonna automatically, at least if it's if it's correct.
13 Columbia Delta Palmer runway 24 taxi via Alpha.
Wait a minute, if it's a flight level change like that, is it gonna use that speed though? I believe so. Okay, we are over 18,000, so we're gonna hit this. And this, I'm gonna
Set
watch
standard.
this because it's kind of weird.
Engine start switches.
She's supposed to go like 250 if possible. I'm still not sure that it's correct as I'm doing it, but okay. And we already know the next one is 127 point. Uh-oh, I don't know. 127.45, I believe. 127 point, I believe it's 45. If not, I'm gonna be able to adjust it in a second. I'm not sure if it's correct right now. You see it's slowing down. We are at 97.9, which is okay. However, we are not using N1, which is kind of weird. If I N1...
Return our departure to runway 24 clear for takeoff.
I'm still learning this, guys, and I'm still not sure that it's correct. Because I did a flight level change, it's going up, but it's still like maintaining like a vertical speed to me. It looks like it. While it should be, it shouldn't be like that. Like it should already go down to like, it's still 2,300, I don't know why. If I put a flight level change, will it be better? Still kind of feel weird with it, but you see there is no vertical speed, obviously. So let's just see what's going on here. I'm gonna basically keep an close eye on it for now. Because it seems that the speed is like kind of going down, but not a lot. So far I think we're fine. And we are at N1. I don't know. You see the speed is slowly going down. However, our ground speed is already like 290. So the speed going down a little bit is like almost like 289. Hold on. Ground speed is going down. That's not right. I want to keep that speed up to 250, but 250 is probably goes to... Let's see what's happening. If I put speed here... $180. Okay. So our vertical speed is going down a little bit.
From Vessel approach rapid.
I'm still kind of learning it because, like, I understand what Marcus said and it made a lot of sense, but it didn't. I'm not sure that he even has this airplane, you know. So I don't know how it works, but let's see. It's actually adjusting the vertical speed, which is good. Hopefully it means that it's not going to let it go too slow. And we are already 26,000, 27,000 almost, so we actually only 7,000 to go, so we should be okay. Just a couple of minutes, but still I'm watching the speed very carefully. Yeah, the vertical speed down to 150, down to 1,500, so I think it's good. Too bad QV does not have a 750 to Seattle. Guess I'll have to get the Zibo and the skin then. Yeah, the 752 unfortunately in QV is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of underused, I think. There are a few routes, but not a lot. I mean, it goes through all the way to Florida and other places, so it's kind of cool that you can really do cross-country with it, but at the same time, I think way less options than I would like personally, so... Could do with some more variety. Yeah, but I mean, honestly, Yaron, I mean, you're absolutely right, absolutely correct about that, but when you compare it to the ZE via VA, honestly, ZE has even less, right? I mean, it's like, I was actually shocked when I went to some of the airports and it's like, there are like 2 airplanes going out or something, and I was like, what? Like, you know, the variation was even less, so I was kind of shocked. Okay, we are still climbing. We keep at 250. You know what? At this moment, I'm gonna actually go over and I change this over to 783. 78. So let's see if we're gonna actually speed up here. We should actually speed up a little bit here. These more do whatever you feel like, no need to follow their routes. What do you mean that no need to follow their route? You mean that you can actually fly somewhere else? You don't even have to fly to that place? Oh, you mean that different plane? Yeah. In this aspect, yeah. I mean, qVirtual, you have to fly that airplane, and you even have to fly that particular actually auto in this one.
Auto.
We're good, and basically
Altitude
we're done.
select.
Okay, never mind. Alright, so look at, did you see the changes that I made on the checklist? Actually, I think it's better now. That bloody thing keeps, yes, you see it? It's really annoying, this sound. It's but yeah, I think it's working nicely. Look at that.
I want to even just a person if I'm radar contact the Lindbergh altimeter is 2983.
Our speed is still kinda low, but way better now than it used to be. And we are actually, but we are only at 0.545. That's our extra speed. But as you can see, we are speeding up. Hey, Serious Gamer, how you doing, man? You have no vertical nav selected. Yes, I'm using a flight level change with the speed. The only problem is that when I use flight level change, it basically gets onto N1 automatically, and then I have to select the speed. So yeah, we are shooting up directly to 34,000. Basically, that's what's happening with a flight level change. I'm just not that sure about using it. Like, am I using it really correctly? I'm kind of not sure. Just kind of annoying, but does it? Okay. So if I click flight level change again, then it says ISMAC should be higher. Like 7.8. Oh, okay, I think we're better. But look at that. No, it's not gonna go up even. Flight level change. I wanna go a flight level change. Now we're going up. Good. For whatever reason, the ISMAC is just that low. Now it's trying to do that. I'm still kind of learning it. I'm not. Because yesterday, Serious Gamer, yesterday I tried, I always use VNAV basically to go up, and that worked out just fine. But yesterday he just told me like this, like directly go up to 36,000. So if you set 250 on the speed and it needs to reach 250, then it will climb. Oh, so until 250 it would go straight and then it would start climbing if the flight level change is on? That's what you're saying? Okay, that's okay. I think we're gonna be okay because we're gonna actually reach when we reach the altitude, I'm just gonna hit VNAV and basically we're just gonna cruise there. So I think we should be fine. Or let me see if it it's not gonna do automatically that, so I'm gonna hit the VNAV. And it's gonna speed up to, we should go up to like flight level.
Report under H uniform contact Mojave Tower.
But actually it is slowing down right now. Altitude is there, so I'm gonna actually hit VNAV. And now FMC. Okay, LNAV, VNAV, altitude and FMC speed, we're gonna speed up basically.
Report under H uniform Mojave Tower right down runway 26, report training base.
No, when you use FRC and you put a speed on the autopilot, it doesn't start to climb until the plane reaches the speed. Okay. I didn't know that. That's a good tip. Thank you so much, man. I really didn't know that.
Uniform wind 130 advised.
I really had no idea about that. Okay, now we are slightly spooling back already. Good, because we are actually cruising. VNAV path is straight. LNAV FMC speed, we're gonna slowly pick up the speed to 783 and we're gonna be good. I think we're good. I think we're good. So when you have FRC and you put a speed on the autopilot, it doesn't start to climb until the plane reaches the speed. Okay. So I put FRC, I put 250, it speeds up to 250 and then zzz, goes up like that. Cool. I didn't know that. How about if you go down? Like, would it be the same that I, for example, put on 250 and then it starts going down when it slows down to 250 and then it starts going down, or would it be the same? Yeah, I got that. I got that. It just didn't. Oh yeah, maybe I should pick up the 748I and just fly 12 or 5 instant rank up. I don't know actually, Yaron, because I don't think that you get unlimited points. I think there is somewhere I saw how the points are going, and like I think it's like above, like I think the maximum point you can get for a flight is like basically like 100 or something. I don't think that you can get or you know, like it's not like 1000 flight you get 100 and then 2000 you get 200. I don't think so. It's somewhere in the stuff. How do you guys like the world outside? I think it's gorgeous, isn't it? Sorry that I'm not showing outside right now. I'm going to sometimes. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put on, hey man, everything. Oh yeah, give me a quick second guys. I hope that I'm okay. Actually I'm gonna do something in the background. I apologize for that guys. Give me a quick second.
422 Tony uniform, base so ground, frequency 118.8, slot 2646. Number 422 Tony uniform, read back correct. Number 16 Delta, contact SoCal approach 135.4.
Okay guys, sorry about that. So let's actually put on some music here. However, it's not gonna be a loud music. I keep it quite low because I want to make sure that
Number 16 Delta, SoCal approach, Imperial altimeter 2987.
okay guys, so let's actually start some music here. I cannot make too much music too loud because I have to pay attention, but I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. No, no, no! Fuck me! Never mind. I wanted to put shift 2 and I hit 2. We were close to disaster, guys. We were really close to disaster. Holy crap. That was dangerous. When you push 2, I believe it's... I'm not sure if it's flap or what is it. This is Amy McDonald's, guys. Oh no, Pad, no way. Pad, are you here? Paddy, are you here in the stream? Can you see what I'm, can you hear what I'm talking? Can you hear what I'm saying? Because it's very hard for me to do it in the background. Okay, good. Feel free to whisper me if you feel that's something you want to say in private, but I can see it, but I'm going to just answer here whatever I can, unless it's something that I cannot say it, you know. But yeah, definitely not your fault. Come on. You remember that when I started, oh, you were not here. When I started the whole stream, I had some technical issues, like it actually kind of died on me, the whole thing. And then actually even in the airplane, like if you take a look at, like I have all these, you know, the mouse is like in certain positions that disappeared. And everything.
Total uniform, so runway 308 text to be Alpha Bravo.
So technically speaking, I probably should have just abort the whole thing, restart my computer and do it again. So it was totally my fault that I didn't do that. I really should have done that, but I was like, oh, everything seems to be okay, let's go. And then when it died, I was like, you know what, maybe not everything was okay, because the Seattle area is somehow very, very hard on this software.
Alaska 601, contact Oakland Center 127.45.
127.45, Alaska 601. Okay, and I was correct, so let's actually go Oakland Center. Oakland Center, Alaska 601 at flight level 340. I cannot speak, man.
Alaska 601 Oakland Center, right?
Okay, this is another one. Okay, we turned over to another guy. Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, it's better if you can do that. But again, as I said, if there is anything you feel like you don't want to share with the public, you can whisper, because I can see all the whispers as well here. So I can see whatever you say in the chat, and I can see whatever you say in the whisper. But to answer, I have to alt about and type if I want to answer in a whisper. So that on that part, it's better if you if I can just answer you, you know, vocally. That's better. So yeah, what yesterday happened was my Navigraph died, and then pretty much my it seemed that even my X-Plane11 died, but then it kind of came back. But then, as I said, like for the rest of the flight, I lost all the mouse signs and everything, so that was obviously something wrong with it. There was obviously something wrong with it. Oh, by the way, next one is gonna be 132 point. Holy crap! I think it's 95. I'm actually gonna put this one on 132 point. I believe it's 95. I cannot read my own handwriting, guys. That's actually a pretty bad thing. But that's something I always had a long time ago. I'm just preparing for that. That's the next one. You know what happened was when I was in university in Hungary, and I went to the lecture, and I had like big notebooks, not this one, like big notebooks, and I scribbled like, I don't know, 3 or 4 pages for the notes on the lecture, and I felt good about it. And then I went home and I wanted to study, and I opened it. I was like, I couldn't read it. I couldn't read a single word of what I wrote. So that was kind of interesting. Like I was.
49 is approved.
Wow! Look at that! How beautiful it is. So basically, my whole. Oh, by the way, guys, go to PE map, exclamation mark PE map. Somebody please type it in for me. You can actually follow the whole flight. You can see where we are. I believe we are flying basically northwest right now. Pretty much following the Los Angeles, San Francisco, that basin, you know, that thing. I believe that somewhere over there is the sea, and basically this is like the basin that we are following from the left. And then we are going quite a bit further. You can see here, we're gonna actually turn. We're gonna turn up. Actually, it's almost maybe not that much. We are almost north right now, actually. A little bit still to the northwest. You can see this would be north, so we are northwestish. And we're gonna go a little bit more to the north. You know, a little bit more to the north, but it's not gonna be that much. In the meantime, we are 567 miles away from the top of descent. Well, at least if they give us the top of descent, like they tell us like early enough that you know just descend via the star or descend via Hawks star or whatever, Hawks 5. If they say that, then we can just simply follow that top of descent and we're gonna be fine. If not, then we're gonna have to do whatever they tell us. So it's gonna be, you know, it's never really up to us. It's kind of cool that I actually I can do it like both. Sorry that the music is not too loud, it's very light. I hope that you can still hear it. But since I need to pay attention to the radio,
49 right.
especially because this guy is speaking quite silently, it's not really loud, and also, I don't know, his microphone doesn't seem to be that clear to me. Maybe it's just me, but that's how it sounds to me, so I have to pay attention a little bit more. So here's the things, guys. We were this close to some disaster because I wanted to do this. I wanted to do a flyby, and instead of the flyby, which is shift 2, I accidentally hit the number 2, and when I did that, that meant that I basically turned on my flap to position 1. Luckily, I realized it and I hit it right away, so it was basically there for like 2 seconds, and for the 2 seconds it's fine. Yeah, Paddy, I know the ATC is not as loud because what happened yesterday was my general sound setting should be my microphone is like, I don't know, like 90%, and my desktop, like my computer sound, my game sound, is supposed to be at about like 60%. In order to, like, whatever happens, you guys should be able to hear me clearly above music and whatnot, anything. But yesterday, for whatever reason, it was like totally wrong. Like my microphone sound was actually at a lower level than the desktop sound. So you could hear me at a lower, a lesser sound than what you heard, the ATC or the game or whatever. That was kind of annoying, but I found it thanks to you guys because you told me that that's what's happening. So I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Yaron, are you still there? I don't know why we are still at 33,940. That's kind of annoying. I'm gonna go up to 34,000, man. That's what we are supposed to do, but whatever, I think. 60 feet probably is not a big deal, but it's kind of annoying. And I hear that... What is this sound? You hear that? There is like a really annoying sound that I hear, and I don't know what it is. We are turning, so let's see how we are turning there. Just a slight turn, actually. Oh gosh. I don't know what that sound is, honestly. Cannot put... I can't hear it. I don't know where it's coming from, but I hear some ugly sound that I just don't know what it is, but whatever. Look how beautiful those clouds are out in the, far, far away. As we are getting closer, it's really awesome. This song, my friend, what we hear, or you don't hear enough, is I've Got a Woman by Ray Charles.
Southwest 9849, contact LA Center 133.55.
The next one is gonna be Viva La Vida, which you requested, my friend. Give me a quick second, guys. I have to double check something on my phone. Give me a quick second here. right? Yeah, it's better. We can hear it very clearly. Yeah, this is a nice song. Very famous, obviously. Oh, good. Sounds good. Thank you. Thank you for confirming that, because, you know, it's one thing what I hear and the other thing is what you guys hear. So I want to make sure, because obviously I cannot hear myself, so I don't know how it's compared to, you know, the whole setup. Right? I think it looks beautiful, guys. I'm sorry that I'm staying pretty much inside fairly all the time. I sometimes go out a little, look out there because it's gorgeous, but not too much. Because I want to make sure that we are not getting surprised by the ATC or anything. And also, when I'm going out and in and whatever, it gives some extra pressure. It kind of gives an extra pressure to the software itself. So I just want to make sure that we get through this flight safely. Oh, I slept quite late, and then we had some barbecue. 10th of we are on a holiday right now, which is basically like more or less the Taiwan's like a birthday, which is 10th of October, which is 10th of 10, double 10 day. But last week we had the Mid-Autumn Festival, and the Mid-Autumn Festival is basically something that people celebrate with barbecue. Pretty much everybody's barbecuing. But since that was just one Wednesday, and now we have a 4-day holiday, we and probably everybody else is using this 4-day holiday to actually do the barbecuing. So we had some barbecue at the family of my wife, actually at the sister of my wife, to be precise. And then I came back, and then I was busy with something else for quite a while, so I started streaming relatively late. A little bit too late, but I was like, whatever. Hopefully some people, today is going to be a very slow day, because first of all, there is that show over there in UK, which, well, it should be over by today, but probably people are making like some summaries or reports about that and things like that, and people are probably watching that. And also, John Fly had like freaking 165 people or some in his channel setting some new things up, so probably people are watching him, which I don't mind, because he's a really good streamer. He is basically somebody who pretty much inspired me to start streaming. not start streaming general, but start streaming flight simulators. He's one of the people like that. But at the same time, that means that, you know, I have like 5 or 7 people in the channel, which is like ridiculously low compared to normal at this time would be like, I don't know, 15. So whatever. Having said that, since I'm kind of worried about this flight itself, that it might end up with a failure again, we don't know. I have a hunch that yesterday the reason that it died was not the ortho, and in that case, hopefully today, it was some computer problems which we shouldn't have now, so hopefully everything is going to be fine and dandy, but I cannot really guarantee it, so, you know. As you can see, we're going to turn much more to the north in just a second. We are right now at 127.45. This is 45, okay. The next one, I believe, is going to be 132.95. I already put it in there, and the next one is going to be 135.15. I already got the hey, Aaron, welcome back. What have you been up to? I'm waiting on my mate calling down for a few beer. We ain't had a beer together in months, so predict a long night for me. Okay, Paddy, well, I trust me on that. If we got together, you would have a much longer time not having a beer with me, because I don't drink beer. I don't drink any alcohol, actually, for that matter. I don't have any problem with alcohol, don't get me wrong. I actually had some friends, I had some very close friends who were basically always drunk. And I used to like to go to bars, and I was always the designated driver. Yeah, I know the feeling. I know the feeling, Aaron. I know exactly what you're talking about. But yeah, so I never had any problem if somebody drank, but I don't drink. So for me, those are not patches of grass, man. These are, you know, those are actually some places where people try to make some agriculture, and they look like out of space, but actually if you go to the PE map and then you go to the satellite image, you can see that they are there. I mean, that's what I love about ortho, is that this is what you would see from the airplane if you really looked out. It's not some generic imagined things. You see, like, actually there is like a little river or something, so they try to put it's a desert, so they try to put around some places to actually do some agriculture over there. Like those things, I never knew what they are until recently, and things like that. And you know, there is some water around going, you know, there is some water going around here, so they can they can have some agriculture, but that's it, because it's a desert. Wait a minute, that cloud seems to be right in our level. Well, I'm not sure. I think, to be on the safe side, I'm gonna actually put on some anti-ice. I don't think we actually need it, but, you know, it's better to be safe than sorry, right? Especially because, as you can see, we are just now, it looks like we're gonna pass by it, but then we're just gonna turn into those clouds, pretty much. Looks so good, man. But I think we are kind of above it. Not that sure. Barely. Like very barely. qVirtual does fly the Embraer E195. which happens to have a new version in the store. Yeah, I saw that. Actually, I got an email about that. But then again, I haven't got that airplane, so. And right now, I have too many different airplanes that I'm just learning to fly. Like, you know, the 738, I start to feel that I'm confident flying it. That's why I actually started to fly it on PilotEdge. But then you still have, wow, this looks good. Yeah, we are kind of above these clouds, so I don't think that we have a problem with icing, but yeah, we shouldn't have any problem with icing, I guess. But just to be on the safe side, I have the anti-ice on for now. So, you know, I have these. 757 I'm okay with, but the MD-80 is new for me, and the and obviously the A350 is new for me, so I kind of have to, like, I want to keep it back, you know, keep it real, just make sure that I'm confident with those airplanes before I get to any new one. Music is pretty good. Thank you so much, Paddy. As always. Still quite a while to go. It's 437 miles before our top of descent. Like yesterday, we had such a bad time taking off. I mean, our climbing was so bad. Well, I don't think that we were here still climbing, but I mean almost. Like, we finished climbing like way too late, and today, of course, we are much better. Even though, again, today apparently I didn't do it correctly. Now I understand how it works, because a nice gentleman came in and actually explained it to me, because I had no idea how it worked. Now I understand. There is Zibo again. Hold on, only in the last version they implemented. Oh really? There is another toggle button? I'm still using a mic. Did he? Where is it? That's funny. Oh yeah, guys, go ahead and request some songs. !SR and the title of the song. Even though my personal disc jockey Paddy C1 is actually making pretty good. There is a add support default command. Oh, maybe no Pizza No Glory. I'm not sure yet on if it's a new button, or actually it's not a button, but they just let you like assign an outside button for it, because maybe so far you couldn't do it. You know what I mean? Excuse me. It could be that it, you know, so far you couldn't, just have it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, you know. And so for me, yeah, it should be pretty standard, but at the same time, for me, it's like hitting this button here is not a big deal, you know. It's so handy. I'm okay with that. You know what? I'm actually gonna put an anti-ice on the wing as well. Probably don't need it, but I just want to be safe right now. Oh, Brandikins 1982 is out hosting this. He is actually a member of my guys. What you guys can see that I'm streaming with a team, right? The inked team. Is it? Can you see that? Because honestly, I cannot see it myself. Can you see that I'm streaming with a stream team? Is that showing down there? If it does, I would appreciate you guys if you could check them out. Like, check out the team. Okay, good. None of them are flight simulator people. They are doing pretty different things. the head of the team is called Inked Bee. Her name used to be actually Green Sam. Her name is Sam, and she's a good she's a very good streamer. She has like 12,000 followers or so, and she used to be actually in the team of Angry Joe, the AJSA or whatever the name it is. But then she started her own stream team, so she basically got out of there. But they are still good friends, I believe. I saw them chatting sometimes, so it seems that they are still good. Hold on, I'm out of all. No, let's see. They are still good friends, and she built up this. You know, she has this stream, and the people in there are actually streaming very different kind of things. Like some people are shooting, some people actually does. One person has the squad all the time. Some of the people are doing some more like a little bit retro kind of games and all kind of things. So it's actually I would say like a variety stream team. But they are pretty kind because they always auto post me. I try to do that. I try to return the favor as much as I can, and they, you know, like when I'm in, for example, her channel, she's actually telling everybody to follow me and everything. So it's a very nice supportive team, not a big team, and unfortunately not as supportive like, for example, the GSA team. But you know, I'm not in there, so cannot say anything about that. But check them out, guys, and I would feel free to throw them some follow and tell them I sent you that way. I'm like a 3-year-old. I cannot drink from a bottle. Holy shit. That's a nice song, man. That's a nice song. We just have to make sure that we hear the ATC. If the music is too high and I cannot hear the ATC, I'm in trouble. But we're not gonna hear too much from the ATC. Next thing we're gonna hear is they're gonna just tell us to contact, I believe, still Oakland Center, maybe Salt Lake Center, but I think it's gonna be Oakland Center at 132.95, which I think I already put in there. Yep, I did. So I'm kind of, since I already did this yesterday, I'm kind of prepared for it. So yeah, guys, check them out, guys. Really, I would appreciate, like, it's not gonna bring me money, or it's not gonna bring me any kind of like tangible help, but at the same time, it is, you know, if you do it for my sake, basically, check them out, give them some follow, and say hello to them when you can. I would appreciate it. Cool. I think guys, the scenery here looks stunning. Absolutely love it. Look at that nice lake that we are flying over. Although in some places it's kind of weird. Look at that, like this, the meeting of these two areas is kind of weird. Probably it's like different time of the day when they made the photo. So one is like showing some shadows here and the others don't, so it's kind of weird. That's the only problem with the ortho, that you cannot really, they working with ortho photos, they are working with satellite photos that were taken in different time of the day, even different, sometimes in different season and everything. So it sometimes kind of looks a little bit funny, but in general, I think it looks good. This view is pretty good. I like this view because it makes you feel that this airplane is not shitting around. It's going pretty quick actually. It's a gorgeous flight. I like it. Hopefully we don't have any technical difficulties today, because the Seattle area is just so gorgeous that I can't wait to see it again. Hopefully, obviously, hope we have some decent weather over there. I'm actually gonna, since we have a little time here, I'm actually listening in the Seattle radio so that I can have an idea if the runway that I want to get to is okay or not.
Departing runway 16 center.
Perfect.
16 left.
Good.
16 right.
Okay, I don't even need any more. So we wanna get down to 16 left with an ILS. Everything is programmed in, and apparently there is no problem with that because it's that's the active runway. So yes. As you can see here, I'm gonna put it on the secondary display here. When we get there, it's like just a pretty simple getting down. You cannot see it, it's too far yet, but it's actually pretty simple getting down there. Because the 16 is actually going upwards, right? And like this direction kind of, and we are coming from here, so basically it's it's like a pretty direct approach there, so we just have to pay attention obviously what kind of altitudes and whatever the ATC gives us, but there's a good chance, as actually happened yesterday, that they just give us like not yesterday, the other day when I flew to Dallas. When they can, they just simply give you like, descent via, for example, in this case, descent via Hawks 5 star, descent via Hawks 5, and that's it. At max, they just give you like a place where you have to like bottom out, and then they're gonna give you that further clearance from there. But technically speaking, the job of the ATC is to keep it simple, keep it manageable, and I haven't even gone to my PE map. Let's take a look at the PE map here. Give me a second. You can follow the flight right here. Just look for my airplane, which is an ASA 605, there you go, 601. Okay, so we just left the Pyramid Lake, but there is an airplane right there. Oh, it's only heading for KOMP, okay.
And then 462 Hotel off of Seattle Center, you're on request demo.
I don't even hear this guy. Okay, I'm gonna have to lower the sound of the music, guys, a little bit, not a lot. I apologize for that, but I have to pay attention to the radio, and I cannot really hear this guy. It's
462 Hotel Alpha, you're clear to the Newport Airport at 5. Maintain flight level 230. Set flight level 240, 5 minutes after departure. Your departure frequency 121.4. Squawk
It's
6.
okay. You
Squawk
kind of have
6,
to pay
7,
attention,
2-1.
but it's okay. Now, probably he's gonna stay our ATC for this whole flight because he's already in the expansion area. The western expansion, so that's gonna be probably staying like
That's
that.
not 2 Hotel Alpha, read back correct, hold for release, advise number 1 for departure. Alaska 601, contact Seattle Center 135.15.
125.15, Alaska 601. 125.
Alaska 601, verify frequency 135.15.
135.15, thank you, Alaska 601. 135.15, 135.15. So actually he skipped one of them, which is fine. Seattle Center, Alaska 601 at flight level 340.
Alaska 601, Seattle Center Rapid.
Hey Jeremy, how you doing, man? Or Bob, or Mike, or I don't know, Anthony? I'm just kidding. Hey Jeremy, how you doing? We are flying to Seattle again. Hopefully this time without any problem. Let's see how far we are actually. We are not too far, I believe. Still 333 miles from top of descent. So it's kind of weird. He skipped 132.95 for whatever reason. Which means that I don't even...
462 Hotel Alpha, rapid release for departure, transport in 5 minutes, not off by 5 minutes, device to speak with
Which means that I have no idea what is the next one actually.
Now 1902.
By the way, let's say I did the same flight for QV on PE. We would probably get the same call sign, right? Yeah. You would, but having said that, they don't really care what is your call sign, so you could give whatever call sign you want, actually. They don't care about the call sign, what you use on PE, on PilotEdge, or anywhere else, so you would probably have to change that call sign if you wanted to do the same right now. But then again, like, actually, if you take a look at QV, the same... You would get the same route. There are more than one flight. Oh, thank you so much for the follow. I cannot see right now who it was. I actually just got an unfollow, but I hear a sound of a follow. That's kind of weird. So maybe somebody just unfollowed and followed me back right away, or what's going on? That's kind of weird. Like I hear a follower is like, yeah, I got a follower, and I look at that, and it shows that it just went down by 1, and I'm like, eh? That's kind of weird. Anyway, whoever it is, I'm gonna see your name probably in just a second. Thank you so much for the follow. I might have to restart that thing. Maybe a troll unfollow, that's worth celebrating too. To just use +1 on P. Yeah, exactly, +1 on P or something like that. Yeah, just use something like, but again, it's only if you are flying at the same time. Like if you really take the same flight at the same time, you want to use something different. But other than that, it's fine. But on the other hand, yeah, and it's kind of funny because as I said, it just gave me this. You guys could see it. I couldn't see it. I don't know if you guys saw it, the name, but somebody just actually followed. So that's why I'm like, what? But it shows to me that I got an unfollow. So out of, it used to be 2073, now I have 2072. I heard the follow number, but it went down by 1, so... Okay, listen to this song, I love this. Csavad fel a szőnyeget, még ma éjjel csavad fel a szőnyeget. A bútorokat gyorsan tolt szerte széjjel, de félj, baj nem lehet. Hogy a lámpány is fel a zongorát, a zene szálljon, szóljon az éjjel át. Megtörjük a csendet, csavart fel a szőnyeget. Wow, ez itt már a város.
Not worth it to off of Seattle Center right there.
A bűzgőnek megszűnt, a villamos a csenget, s az éj furcsa hangokat rejt. Egy lakó ordít, a röpűz hangzik már a
Not worth it
lépcsőház.
to off of contact Seattle Center 121.4.
Csavart fel a szőnyeget, oly régen, várom a percet már. Ma este végre minden a fején áll. Egész éjjel milyen kalakás, csak holnap lesz a nagy takarítás. Gyerünk, gyerünk, táncolj még velem. Csavart fel a szőnyeget. Anyway,
462 off of Seattle Center radar contact 6 miles northwest of the Alpha Charlie Victor VOR. Want to maintain flight level 230.
okay guys, I have no idea what happened. I don't really care. It's somebody, as I said, unfollowed, but it gave me the signature that somebody followed me. That's just... It's just more like intellectually I'm wondering what... Oh, wait a minute. Holy crap, I'm totally missing something here. Hold on. Hold on. We have something that is supposed to be there and I don't have it there. Hold on. Alright, never mind. Actually, Yaron, you know what? It happened before. Mr. No checklist can still fly the 738. Wait a minute, you want to fly it again without checklists? You're so naughty, man. Even though if you fly it enough, like by now, I probably could fly it without a checklist, to be honest. It's not that difficult. But I kind of feel that it's better if I do a checklist, you know? I still think it's better, but I could do it without a checklist, probably. So yeah, actually I think there is like one of the... Yeah, I think so. Like, for example, I just realized, you know, as I do it so many times, actually you can see that sometimes I'm already like, kind of like pushing through some of the pages because at the end of the day, it's not really complicated, you know, like much of the checklist is actually checking the status of the different buttons. Now, when you are using this flight sim and you are starting from cold and dark, like absolute from zero, you don't really have to check those things because they're gonna be in the right position. However, if you get down to the ground and you wanna make another flight, then I think it's important that you check those because they can be adjusted, you know, they can be already on a different position. So you kind of have to put it back to the correct position. You need to do it the IRL way, do the flow from memory, and then run the checklist to see if you have forgotten anything. Yeah, pretty much. Like, actually what you really have to do is not a lot. Like, the startup is pretty much just battery, auto, what is it, how do you call it, the auto whatever, and then having the... Holy crap! Jeremy, what are you doing? Thank you so much, man. Thank you for the thank you so much for the sub, man. Nice, thank you so much, man. Jeremy, you are too kind. Really appreciate that. Feel free to sub, guys, by the way. It turns out, I don't know if it's true or not, but I actually subbed to somebody and it gave me like half a price sub. Which I thought that was over like a long time ago. Well, it wasn't, it was a couple of days ago, so maybe it's too early. Yeah, I mean, those are the things that you can do, guys. Thank you, Aaron, to show it, but yeah, you don't have to do all those things. Not yet? Not yet what? What do you mean, not yet? So, Jeremy, are you, like, going to sleep, or did you just get up, or neither? I mean, I know you never sleep, but what is going on? Thank you so much, man. Really appreciate it. Oh yeah, that's okay. Okay, so I was not wrong. Hey, Kronken SVK, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. That's cool because that actually puts us back to normal. We are flying from Las Vegas to Seattle. Yesterday we had some technical difficulties. Hopefully we're gonna go all over without any problem. Knocking on wood. With PilotEdge, which by the way, I already used up all, you know, yesterday I already got to the point when I don't know what is my next radio gonna be. The moment is gonna give me the approach of 133.65. That's gonna be the Seattle approach.
November 462 Hotel Alpha, contact Seattle Center 135.15.
It's this guy is kind of funny. He's like, he sounds like an old motor that you have to crank up, like November 6th. Did you hear that? It's like November 6th.
Seattle Center, good morning. This is Antonov 462 Hotel Alpha, checking in, leaving 16,600 for 230.
462 Hotel Alpha, Seattle Center, climb maintain flight level 240.
Wait a minute, maybe you can see him on the
240.
Let's take a look at the PE map, guys. Somebody please type in exclamation mark PE map. Let's take a look. We should be able to see this guy. Is this the guy? Hold on. 462HA, that one? Maybe that's the guy, right? It cannot be. He's like way too far from the Seattle map. I mean, this. Oh, no. That might be another guy. Hold on. Cannot be this one. Where is this guy? Seattle Center cannot be that big. I mean, I can see myself. We just actually got into basically we just got into Washington State. I don't know who that is. It's interesting. Can you guys see it? Like, having said that, we still have 326 miles to go. We're still quite far away, so it's going to be probably a long time before anything changes with the radio. I think this guy actually gave us this radio. He should have given us the 132.95, and then at a later point he should have given us 135.15, I guess, and he gave us directly 135.15. But again, since we're just cruising, I think it's all fine. You know, it doesn't really matter. It would be just a transfer to from one to another anyway, so doesn't make any big difference anyway. So Jeremy, are you gonna stream soon? If you're still here. We're gonna get to LK in 11 miles. And BTG is already, we have to be at, well, it says above 240. So I think we're gonna be still at that time, we're gonna be still at 340. We'll see. Okay, I'm gonna call him up and I'm gonna say I'm gonna go for a quick bathroom break because I really need to do that. So give me a quick second, guys. Alaska 601, I need to go for AFK for about 2 minutes.
That's approved.
I guess he said okay. Or just said that's approved, maybe, something like that. I have a little problem understanding this guy, but so far we're good. Let's go for, give me a sec, let me actually put on the Be Right Back sign for you guys, and I'll be back in just a second. By the way, did you guys see that I actually shaved? It's a different guy today, as you can see. Just a sec. Okay guys, I'm back. Just a sec. Let me get... I think it looks absolutely marvelous, guys. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who thinks so. Billy Ocean really hurts without you. Perfect. Billy Ocean is pretty good. Look at that weather in front of us. Uh-oh. I'm not happy about that. I don't like weather like that. It's not that it's dangerous or anything, but I like to see my ortho scenery. If there is a cloud layer. Hey, Kuzim Synstix. Thank you so much for the follow. Oh my goodness, I'm probably butchering your name like crazy. Sorry about that. How do you say your name? Wait a minute. Cause I'm Synzitix. I don't know. I give up. There must be a way to say it correctly. Cause I'm Synzitix. How you doing, man? At least I know that you are a real person, which is great. You know, since they have this mobile app, you know, sometimes you get like 30 or 40 followers and you have no idea who they are. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for the bits, man. Jeremy, come on, man. Thank you. You don't have to do that. Come on. Thank you so much, man. Cheers. Wish I could... Cheers. It's vodka. You feeling good? Good, man. Me too. So far, so good. I'm very happy. I'm a little bit nervous because yesterday we tried the same route and my sim crashed, but I am strongly feeling that wasn't the sim problem. It was my Windows was kind of acting up in the background. So I do hope that this time we're gonna be all good, but I'm basically keeping my fingers crossed to make sure. And by the way, so how can I call you, my friend? Because your name is literally impossible to say. So Should I call you Cos or Cos or do you have? Is there any name that you prefer to be called at? Cousin Sinsticks. Cousin Sinsticks. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, welcome to the channel, and feel free to request some songs. Everybody else as well. !SR and the title of the song. Paddy C1 is my kind of like my personal DJ. His taste of music is because I'm Sinstic. Yeah, I see that, but I just don't know how to say it in a way that I'm not butchering it. Like, can you put it like how you actually say it? Are you able to like type it for me on more like a phonetic way? You know, like what language, what words would you put together so actually make it? Yeah, no, you spelled that right. Okay. So you will say it Kozam Sinsticks or Kuzim Sinsticks? Which one? Koz-I or Kuzim? Which one would be better? Oh no, I hate that big cloud layer. That's so annoying. Come on guys, let's take a quick look at the beautiful auto before it disappears. Because unfortunately, as you can see, we are getting over some ugly cloud layer that is gonna deprive us from actually being able to see the beautiful ortho scenery that I have. But then again, what can we do, right? We still have some here. The first one. Okay, so Kozam Sinsticks. Okay. Alright, good. Thank you. When the weather is changing, it can be scary. Especially when the weather and the ortho. I think it's changing ortho right now. Yeah, it does. When both of them happening at the same time, it can be pretty heavy on the system, but so far it looks it's handling it well. I still have to... This is the most important thing in a flight, actually not in a flight sim. For a pilot, I think this is the most important gadget that a pilot has. Oh, hold on. I'm kind of worried right now. Give me a second, guys. I'm trying to... Look at that. It drops down all the way to like 10, 15 sometimes. And that's basically when it loads ortho scenery all around. Sorry guys, just a second. Yeah, a notepad is very important tool for a pilot. Because whatever that, you know, I used to be like, I don't need it, you know, he's gonna tell me like, he tells me the frequency, I just use it. And I realized, when the guy tells me the frequency, and by the time you want to actually dial it in, it's like, what was it? I don't remember. You literally have to make sure that when you hear your name, you get it like this, and scribble down whatever they say, because I mean, I'm not saying every time, but sometimes you just simply totally forget it by the time you want to put it in. Especially when they give you more than one information. Like, they, for example, give you like, they give you a frequency, and they tell you like an altitude and whatnot. You know, they give you like 2 or 3 different things. It's impossible. You know, you just don't remember all of that. Holy crap! Is it still loading the auto? Yeah, it is. It is so scary, man. I'm scared to death. The problem is that you know, the whole continental USA is like 7.2 terabytes. So I was originally thinking like maybe I should put like the places that I'm flying, put it onto my normal secondary hard disk, which is like much faster and much easier to reach and everything. So probably would cause much less trouble with the IC and everything. But then I realized that that would be very difficult to do, because that would be like, you know, more than the area. You know, it would be very, very hard to keep track which places, and also copying, you know, hundreds of gigabytes can take hours, you know. So it's not really feasible. So I kind of have to like just hope that it goes through without any problem. Still loading the ortho. As you can see, it's normally above 20, but it's dripping down regularly to about 18 or whatever. Because it's like, you know, it's like doing it step by step. But then again, as you can see, what we see outside is just clouds right now, so not a big deal. But like, I already learned from this that I don't, like, I'm not gonna do some outside views and flybys or whatever right now. The system is loaded enough right now, it's working very hard to get all the data it needs. I mean, one problem, I think holy cow, holy, look at that. Went down all the way like 7, holy crap. One thing actually that is a problematic, I think, is, like, I believe the Seattle airport, for example, itself, you know, it's like a very, I think it's very heavy. And when it loads it, you know, it has to load like, I don't know, maybe like close to a gigabyte or something, just for that, and that can be a trouble, you know what I mean? Anyway, at least let's enjoy the music, guys. Let's hope that it goes through without any problem. It's such a long time that it's loading, but hopefully we're gonna get through it without any problem. And then we can you know, we can still loading, holy crap, that's long. But let's hope that everything is good. So, request some songs, guys. ! SR and the title of the song. As you can see, we are actually getting quite close. We are 154 miles away from the top of descent. So I'm basically trying to just leave it alone until I know that I'm in safe territory. And I'm gonna know that it's in safe territory when the frame rate is basically staying at about 25, 26 or something, without dipping back to like the teens. You see the CPU is like still like going up to like 409. I think it's getting okay. Looks like alright, I think. 420 something. It's really scary. Anyway, so what we're gonna do here, let's think about it in advance. We have the Hawks 5 star, Hawks 5 arrival. And that, as you can see here on this map, it's basically just a nice little right turn, basically like going like this a little bit. Very gentle. And after that, we're gonna have a I'm gonna ask for an ILS 16 left, and the good thing is that it seems that we're probably gonna be able to get it, because 16 left is actually the active runway on this airport right now, which I checked on another place. So I'm pretty optimistic that we're gonna get that and we're gonna be all fine. And as long as our, you know, the sim itself is holding up, we're gonna be just fine. Oh, fuck me. Ouch. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. Now, as I said, I believe that the guy gave us the he gave us the frequency of 135.15 way too late. Yeah, so far it looks okay. It's still, the ortho is still loading. The problem is, like, I don't think I have any more ortho problem, to be honest, so I think we are good. I used to have serious ortho problems and I think I fixed all of them. Somebody actually, a guy called Roger Milne, I think, he gave me some script that actually could check all my ortho and they were okay. So hopefully we are good. But I'm just saying it because yesterday we died. I don't know where exactly. Maybe it was a little bit later than this point, but somewhere in this area. And I generally speaking have problem in the Seattle area with the sim. So I have to do something about that on the long run.
2476 X-ray, NorCal departure, clear Southwest MO.
Did you hear that? He's always starting like this. He starts his whatever he says in the first two or three words almost
076 X-ray, say equipment suffix.
Almost inaudible, and then it becomes, you know, higher. I apologize, guys, that it's like, you know, we are really just flying over a thick cloud layer. There's not much I can do about it. It looks beautiful on the side. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, Dylan Welch Ulk. Thank you so much for the follow, my friend. And with my face.
Source 2476 X-ray, accepted from Minutes Airport as filed. Maintain 7000. Departure will be this frequency. Squawk 2672. Hold for release.
Holy shit, that is bad. Let's go back here. Holy, I'm so scared right now.
2476 X-ray, repass reactive device number 1 for departure.
Anyway, let's hope that everything is good. Also, to be honest, I don't know how difficult the clouds are for this thing, but we are barely doing 20 right now.
537 Sierra Papa Centennial ground, say aircraft type. 537 Sierra Papa runway 28, taxi via Charlie.
Well, we'll see, we'll see. Anyway, guys, we're almost there. We are basically waiting for a new radio frequency, and I believe that the next one he's gonna give me is 133.65. When he gives me that, that is basically the that is already the approach to Seattle. So if he gives me the next one is Seattle approach 13365, then I will be able to already request the ILS 16L 16 left if available, and we can basically start, you know, depends on what he tells us. If he tells us just descend,
601 descend via the Hawk 5 arrival.
Alaska 601, was that for me?
Yeah, descend via the Hawk 5 arrival.
Descending via Hawks 5 arrival, Alaska 601. Thank you. But he didn't turn me over to the... That's interesting. You see, the Alaska 601, I couldn't hear it because every time he talks, it's like... Alaska 601, descend via Hawks 5. The only reason I knew it was probably for me. Wait a minute, that's a Hungarian song. Who put it there? Hey, tornado for your sake. Oh, wait a minute. That's probably just normally in my schedule. Okay, so Hawks 5, then basically we are no problem. I'm gonna actually ask him a question just to make sure. Hey, Louis Green, how are you doing, man? Louis Green, Hulk. Hi there. I'm actually talking to him for a second just to make sure. And guys, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna stop the music a little bit, just to make sure that I can pay attention. Nobody requested any song right now anyway, so let me call him again. Alaska 601, just to make sure, my Hawks 5 actually, my airplane puts me to the top of descent is like 90 miles away from now, so I start descent at my own discretion?
That's correct. Just make sure that you comply with the altitude and speed restrictions on the arrival.
No problem, thank you so much, Alaska 601. Okay, so...
462 Tel Alpha, I'd like to start my descent, please.
Alright, so what it means, actually, we are still having a lot of long way. I'm gonna go to my charts right now. Hope that the airplane just goes as it's supposed to go.
November 2476 X-ray. You don't
Thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Louis?
When you're ready for departure, I can't give you taxi.
I call you Louis, I hope you don't mind, just that. So, flight level 2.
We don't serve that airport like that, so you'll just have to call for departure whenever you're ready. There's another aircraft I called today again, I believe 462 Hotel Alpha.
Yes, 462 Hotel Alpha, I would like to start a descent, please.
Actually, I'm thinking about like getting down a little bit earlier.
Contact Seattle Center 121.4.
121.4, 2 Tel Alpha.
We have to be above 240 and 220, that's okay, but if you take a look at that, it's okay, but...
5370 Sierra Papa, Centennial Tower, runway 28, clear for takeoff, straight out departure approved.
Hawks 270, why do I have two of them? Let me actually take a look at this. Why do I have like two Hawks 270? That's kind of weird. I have two of these as well.
Alpha 462 Hotel Alpha, Seattle Center, roger, the center maintain 1000, the Newport altimeter 3015.
Between 25,000 and 12,000. Actually, that means that I should... You know what? I'm actually thinking about taking it over and start using like my own descent instead of that. So why don't I just simply go to like 24,000? I'm actually gonna start going down a little bit now.
2476 X-ray, NorCal departure, release for departure, clearance forward in 5 minutes, if not off by 5 minutes, device of frequency no later than 10 minutes, time now 19393/4.
Hey, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, I'm gonna actually start doing the descent right now, so I'm gonna go for...
5822 Denver, clearance on quest, standby.
I'm gonna go for virtual speed, and I'm gonna go for like 1,000 or something.
Dash 5822, clear Aspen, Conner 3 departure, red table direct. 586 to maintain 10,000, squawk
And I'm gonna go for
2363.
270. And I might need to have, not yet, I'm still good. We have to be at 240
Dash
and
5822, read back correct.
it doesn't say anything about the speed here, and 220 doesn't say anything about the speed, but we're good. We're actually going down, guys. I decided that I'm gonna follow that one instead. Now let's take a look outside.
So now 2 hotel office going to maintain 7,000.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually do this way. I'm not following exactly. And hey, Nazar CLKK, thank you so much for the follow. Appreciate
Now
that.
2 hotel office is going to maintain 7,000.
You see, that's the way it goes, and then we just get down, so it's gonna be a pretty simple thing. But I'm still not at any approach or something. Here you go.
2 hotel alpha is going to maintain 7,000.
Now we are actually still saying cruising, but MCP Elna VS, that's good. We are basically already climbing, so what we have to do is basically
2476 X-ray, northbound departure ident.
lose that to continuous, and I'm not sure. You know what? I'm gonna put on the NTIs just to make sure. And then let's actually take a look at our checklist. Descent
Altitude
procedure.
select.
Yeah, altitude select, we already did that. Oh shit. Wrong button, sorry about that.
Altitude select.
There you go. We set it, thank
Set.
you.
Engine start switches.
We already did that,
Can't.
thank you. Can't. Don't
Altimeter
call somebody a
QNH.
can't. It's just impolite. I don't know how many times I have to tell this guy. It's just really weird and impolite to do that. Okay, we are nicely at 270, which means that we don't have to go. We don't.
2476 X-ray,
We don't even
contact 3
need any.
miles north of the Palo Alto Airport.
We don't even need any speed brake or anything, because we are actually, as you can see, we are at 268 right now. We are actually slowing down. The max speed is slowing down.
5370 Papa, frequency change approved.
Actually, hold on.
November 5370 Papa, frequency change approved.
Actually, descend your Mach number until intercepting 28 KT. So
2476 X-ray, altimeter 29992.
I think we're good.
5370 Papa, Centennial Tower.
Oh! Please, don't do that. Don't do that. Hold on. God damn. Did you hear that? So that's basically tells us that no, it wasn't correct. And I think it's about the same place. So you know what, guys? At the end of the day, it might be still the ortho thing. Doesn't make any sense though. Okay, we're gonna go for... God damn it. Is anybody on P right now? Because then I would appreciate if somebody could tell this guy that... sorry, nope. Still lets me reconnect if I want, but I won't be able to do that. So that is really bad, guys. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I have to conclude that, yeah. Let's take a look at the log. Wow, a lot of shit there. Okay. And it's some nav data. That's airports, some global, the airports nav data. It's something, guys. Honestly, I don't even think that is the ortho. It seems like I'm going nuts right now. I don't think it's the yeah, I know, but it seems to me that it's some of the yeah, I mean, it could be anything. That's the problem with this thing, but it's always happened. It happened exactly the same place, so that's why I don't think so. That's what I'm saying, that it's not. No, it's not. It has to do something. It might not be the ortho, it might be the airports, some of the airports. Oh, just now? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that it's cannot be again. Like as I said, it's about this place. So I have a feeling that I still have to do something about the ortho. Okay, let's take a look at the ortho. Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you guys. Oh, that's not the one. Hold on. This one is not gonna show anything. This one is, I think, showing the Australian one. Let me see what it's gonna show as the Earth time map. If it even shows anything. I don't think it's gonna show that. Oh, guys, this is just, yeah, this is the Australian one. Never mind. It's really horrendous, guys. I'm absolutely devastated by this, because that means it's somewhere. Like, this is the one that he did last time. I could double check it again, but I really don't think that it's a problem. Yeah, exactly. It's yeah, but for me, it's almost the same place. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy. And again, like, I have this whole area that is a problem, and I actually pretty much believe that the problem is that it's the demo area. And somehow the demo area and, these two things are just somehow not connected, Like, that's the demo area, and there is something because of the plugin. Yeah, for you at least it says something. For me, it doesn't say anything. I do believe it's because the Seattle area is the demo area. I've been flying everywhere and it never crashes. But the Seattle area, like if I try to start up at the Seattle area, it's not even gonna start up. It's so bad. It will definitely die. I have to start up the KLAS airport, and then I wait until everything is like really good, and then I turn over to the other place, and it's gonna work. So there's not even a point of looking at it, but it has something to do, I really believe, with the demo area and stuff like that. Really? No, honestly, it's for me, it's not. I mean, it seems that we have some different problems. Look at this. This X-Plane, this is the problem. I promise you. I promise you, this is the problem. See, these are the ones that I have. And I have a feeling that these nav data are kind of like fighting with each other. 46. It's not even here though. Yeah, here's the problem though. You see, it seems that you have to catch like a specific route or something because, hey, Bloater Gaming, because what happened was, if I go, for example, X-Plane11, okay, let's start up X-Plane. Okay, I'm just going to show it to you, okay? I'm going to prove it to you what I'm saying, okay? So let's just go for X-Plane11. I'm going to start it up. It's going to take a while, sorry about that. And I'm going to start up with a caravan in the Seattle airport. Just check it out. Just check it out. It's pretty educational, okay? If I start up at Seattle area with the caravan, I am 90% sure everything is going to be good. You want to bet? But if I try it with a 757, something heavy, okay, something that is actually loading a lot of shit, 738, 757, whatever, it's gonna die. Let's look at that new flight. I'm gonna go for KSEA, Seattle Tacoma, okay, doesn't matter where, and let's put it the caravan. The Grand Caravan, okay, start the flight. Yeah, Yaron, exactly. That combo thing is the problem. It's just handling the Zibo, or the 757. The 757 is the same thing. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking of. The biggest problem right now is that it's been like, several hours. And the problem is that I already flew into Seattle and came out of Seattle without any problems. So it kind of have to be like a specific route or, some ways that you get there and then it dies. It's not even, but doing the same flight again would take me like a long time. I mean, even if I speed it up, which I normally cannot do, I did something like that before on another one. Yeah, exactly. Something like that. That kind of thing happens. But for me, around Seattle. So you might have a problem with the LAS ortho. That's very possible. But I already double-checked every single of my ortho. So, hey, by the way, Kyrie the Goat 1P, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. I apologize that instead of seeing a nice approach and landing, we play around with some stupid ortho and fixing things again. This is really annoying. No ortho there? Okay. All right. I don't know. Let's see. So this is the caravan loading up in Seattle Airport. I'm thinking actually what he said, just simply trying to like get rid of that whole thing. Maybe that would help. We are in Seattle. We might have to wait a little bit. Sometimes it takes a little while. But I think we're going to be good. I'm not sure. But the problem is that yesterday I used the 3.6 version, like a much older version. Hey, Gabo, how you doing? Yesterday I used the much older version for the Zibo, and today I'm using practically the newest one, or maybe there is an even newer one right now. No, I'm just trying it out. That in the Seattle airport, I'm using the Cessna. I'm just loading it up. And let's see if it dies or not. It doesn't seem to be dying. Actually, it's a nice airport. In Seattle. I mean, it's still loading the ortho and things like that. But as you can see, I think it's done. It's fairly good. It's still loading some ortho, I guess. But it seems to be that we are kind of safe here, you see? I don't think it's gonna die. It is loading some ortho, you know, it's loading a lot of things. It takes a long time for the ortho or whatever is loading, but you see, it seems to be all okay. I think we are even done. Yeah, we're done. I think we're done. Perfect. You see, everything is perfect, right? Okay. Sorry about that. It's gonna take a while, but I just want to really show it to you guys. I'm quitting everything, so I'm going to start from zero, start from scratch, and watch this. Not starting. I'm quitting. You don't know what the difference between quit and start is? Let me explain it to you. Quit is like, you know, that's what you have to do. Okay. Oh, good one, Gabor. I wish I could say the same about my flight. Sajnos a szimulátorom bedöglött. But, you know, shit happens, I guess. Come on, man. Come on. I'm just quitting right now. Maybe it died, actually. Excuse me. Alright, never mind. Close it. No problem. And then we start it up again, X-Plane11, and we're gonna start with the Zibo. Okay? We're gonna try the Zibo on the Seattle airport. And you're gonna see that it's gonna die within 10 seconds, 15 seconds. But then I'm gonna try the same thing with the 757 as well. Me too, Gabor. I hope. I really hope so, because it's really annoying. It is really annoying, but what can we do, right? Give me a quick second, guys. I'm really sorry, guys. I hate to have this kind of issues, but I've been thinking about it, that this area, the Seattle area, is the only problem for me, at least. Yeah, but why only in Seattle? My sim hasn't died anywhere, literally anywhere else, only in Seattle. The last, I don't know, couple months. Ever since I double-checked all the ortho files. Okay, so this time let's go for a new flight. We are in Seattle, that's good, but let's do it with the Zibo. There you go. Which one is that? Hold on. This one. This is the Zibo. Wait a minute. Which one did I use? No, I used this one. Did I use an older version of the Zibo? Holy crap. I might have used an older version of the Zibo. Wow. That would be interesting. Wait a minute. I didn't even... Yeah, and that's I think I definitely want to do that. It's just crazy. Like, maybe I remove it and then can I like load it back from the But you know, if I remove the whole thing, maybe I have to like from the setup of X-Plane11, maybe I have to like load it again. Yeah, well, I mean, look at it. I'm just telling you. Just look at it now. I load up the Zibo in Seattle, the same place, exactly the same place, and my best bet that it's gonna die, like right now, unless of course it turns out that I just used an older version, which I don't believe, because I believe that yeah, I didn't use the older version. I'm pretty sure I used the newer one. Okay, so now we have Zibo loaded up. Wait a little bit. I'm not sure right now. It looks so far so good. Interesting. I could never start up the Zibo in this airport. But then again, maybe they fixed it with this version, but I did this, I mean, I think this was the version I flew right now. I'm pretty sure about that. Yeah, it's gonna die. It's gonna die, I tell you that. There you go. See that? You see that? I told you. I told you. Dies. Definitely dies. And let me show you one that is fun. Okay? Look at that. Let's try the 757 again. Oh shit. Yeah, it's gonna just show like something like that. Yeah, too late. You're right. But I did it already so many times that I kind of got complacent about that. You're right. Sorry about that. Sorry, it's gonna take a little while. Right now I'm experimenting, and it's gonna take like minutes and minutes and minutes. I'm really sorry about that. So it's, for some people it's probably more boring than watching paint drying. So I apologize for it, guys. I don't think that we are able to fly anymore. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, so when I kind of finished with this, I was thinking of like maybe doing something with the Caravan or even the A350, but it's like doesn't really work that way. So let's do something else. Let's try the 757. Okay, 757-200. I believe, is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. Perfect. So let's start it up. I believe it's gonna die too. At least I believe that's what happened before all the time. And then I'm gonna show you something very interesting, which is funny, literally funny, but annoying, annoyingly funny. Does that make sense if I say something like that? That it's annoyingly funny, but it is, literally. You will see it. But first, let's try the 757. Here you go, reading the new scenery files. It's going to take a while again. Sorry about that. But you will see, I believe it's going to die as well. I think it's going to die as well. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm like 90% sure that it's going to die. As you can see, normally it doesn't die like right away, but as it loads pretty much the ortho and everything, it dies. So I wish somebody from the developers of X-Plane11 or something were here, because, or I wish somebody here watching would be somebody who really knows a lot about these things, like really a lot about these things, to the, like deeply, not just on the surface, not just from the user side, but actually from the deep down what's going on in this game. Because you're gonna see that I believe this is gonna, probably the aircraft is still, I think it's gonna load up, the 757. Sometimes I think it didn't even load up for me. Okay, let's get rid of those things. Let's go outside and let's just take a look. We don't have all the sounds because Zibo has what I love about, the sounds in the Zibo is really cool, although a bit overwhelming, to be honest. The 757 actually looks pretty nice as well. I love it. I mean, this used to be my favorite airplane for a while, until I started to use the Zibo. So if we wait a little bit, we don't have the sound, so we cannot see that. I'm a little bit worried because I have some problem with my teeth, and I'm going to the States on the 29th of this month. Here you go, died. You see that? So the 757 dies as well. Now, let me show you guys something really interesting. I'm gonna start up X-Plane11. Unfortunately, the beginning is always, we have to just wait. You see that? I know, I'm not even looking at the log. The log is always gonna tell you basically the same, the some ortho. That it's actually just loading that and just so that it died. Nothing. It's not gonna say anything. I don't know. I like the 757, but I honestly, if I have to really choose between the two, well, for me, it's like almost from the practical part it used to. I've been doing everything with that, Yaron. The plugins, I was like, originally, actually, the funny thing is that the way I realized that the standard weather actually looks better for me than SkyMax Pro is that I deactivated SkyMax Pro because of this problem. Now, take a look at this, guys. This is going to be very interesting. Okay, instead of Seattle, we're going to start up at KLAS with the Zibo. This was the one, right? Hold on. Let me see. No, that's the old one. That's weird. They are like in different order right now. Anyway, this is the one. So let's open that. Okay, we're gonna start up at KLAS. Look at that. Yeah, I got it. I got it off. I just not deleted. I moved it out somewhere totally different place. Yeah. I removed it entirely. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I hear you. I removed it entirely, so it's definitely not there. But then again, like, look at that. I mean, this is going to be a fun trick right here. We are loading the Zibo up in Los Angeles. And I'm absolutely sure 99.95% that in Los Angeles it's going to be just fine. It's not going to have any problem. I actually should go to Google and I always forget KPSP is a problem, but I really should load those bloody there are some flags, like different countries' flags on this airport, and every time, because I didn't put them in, it's always going to tell me this, that, oh, there is a problem with that, it's not going to look correct. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, honestly the SkyMax Pro didn't cause the problem. I'm absolutely 100% sure about that. Absolutely sure about that. It might cause other problems, I don't know, but it definitely didn't cause the problem. Okay, so it's gonna finish in just 1 second. So we're gonna get into is the Zibo 750. It's gonna be the Los Angeles airport. And here is what I predict. It's gonna be all okay. I'm gonna wait a little bit until it finishes all activity with the ortho. And then I'm gonna move the airplanes to Seattle. And you will see it's gonna be fine and dandy in Seattle in that case. Like originally I thought that it's a checklist, there's all kind of problems. I was thinking of all kind of different problems that it could be. So right now we are in Los Angeles. This is such a beautiful airport, by the way, made by Mr. X. If you are having X-Plane11, you have to have it. It's free and it's gorgeous. It's like, it brings in your breakfast. It's so beautiful. Which problem are we talking about? Yeah. Yeah, I think we are good. Look at that. I think we are good. Yep, we're good. Now, look at that. We're going to go over to Seattle. And I predict that there's not going to be any problem there. KSEA. Start new flight. Yep, start a new flight. Because I've done this quite a few times. Like, I made flights out of Seattle area, no problem. Things like that. No problem at all. Holy shit. Serious? $2,000? Wow. That's crazy. How could you spend $2,000 on that thing? I mean, on X-Plane11, I'm just thinking, like, how could I spend $2,000 on it? I don't know. Even including with my external hard disk, I cannot fathom spending $2,000 on X-Plane11. Honestly. $2,000? Yeah, I know, but I mean, what can you spend so much money on? Like, literally, like, as I said, like, even my hard disk, the hard disk that I'm using now, the external hard disk, it was, I believe, something like $350 or something, $400 maybe. Even with that included, I just cannot imagine how much. How many things I would have to put somehow to make it that expensive. Like X-Plane11, just you cannot get to that level. Like it's just not possible. Like unless you buy every single payware airport and every single payware airplane and everything, then possibly, yeah. Okay, look at that. We are here in KSEA. And I predict that we're gonna be all just fine. Obviously, we're gonna have to wait a little bit because it's still loading and everything. So we are not out of the woods yet. But I believe that after just 1 minute, we can conclude that we are just fine. It's not gonna die. Having said that, it's not 99. That part is not 99%. 99.9%. It's just about, I would say, 80% sure that it's not gonna die. But I'm fairly sure it's not gonna die. Obviously, we have to wait for a while, but That's the way I managed to actually do some flights out of Seattle to some other places. But if you know qVirtual, you know that... Hold on, maybe it's gonna die. Hold on, maybe it's gonna die. When it... Oh shit, it did die. Okay, so... Alright, so it doesn't always work apparently. I did this trick a few times and it always worked. So, what should we do? First of all, how about if I just simply say, screw this thing. Not like that. Let's cut it. And I'm gonna put it to here. Tweets? What the hell? New folder. Demo area. X-Plane11, okay. And then let's just paste it here. It's gonna be okay. Now, what else do we have about that? Custom data? No, custom data shouldn't have any problem. That's the only thing that has to do with the demo area, right? So why don't we try it up again? Let's try to start it up. Without that, maybe it's gonna work. Excuse me. I got all PMDG planes for FSX, and then I moved to X-Plane. Then to P3D. Actually, I have pretty much all Orbix add-ons. Wow. PMDG has 150 each. Orbix region is 30 to 50 each. How big is a region like that for Orbix? How much is a region? Gosh. Now I have a new respect for P3D owners, because that means that they are pretty much all rich people. Like, holy crap. That's a lot of money. Hey, welcome back, my friend. So, we got rid of that. I'm not sure if it's enough to do, but let's just try it. Okay, this is the one. Yeah, I mean, they were rich when they started to play around with P3D. Then they got bankrupt and they decided they're going to use X-Plane11. Is that right? Sorry, I don't want to get into politics between P3D and X-Plane11. But it sounds like that, you know? Yeah, but it sounds like it. I mean, you know, like spending $2,000 on a game? That's insane, man. Oh, nice. Hey, wow. Cause I'm since Dix, then you must be some... Are you some big streamer or something? Am I missing something here? Yeah, a lot of people are sponsoring them. Yeah, that's right. Wow. And KLAS, how you get more planes? Right now, you know, I don't want to get a lot of planes, KLAS, because I am still, like, for example, there are a few planes that I haven't even learned really how to use them. So, hey, Dajjal, I'm a big streamer. Yep. I don't know. I trust you if you say that. I mean, you might just pulling my leg right now, but regardless if you are or not. Basically, since I'm a pretty small streamer, for me, everybody is quite a big streamer, if you know what I mean. Let's see if it's gonna die or not. There's just way more top-of-the-line add-ons for P3D than for X-Plane11. Oh, okay. I just a couple of FSX movies. Nice. That's pretty good. Still a good job, because if you get sponsored by them, I mean, you probably don't get any income from them, but just to be able to get those things for free, that's pretty good. You do them on YouTube, or where do you do them? Let's see if it dies or not. Now I removed the demo area, those things. It might still die, I'm not sure. Vessel? What is vessel? I'm sorry, forgive me for being ignorant, but what is vessel? I think we're good. Look at that. Look at that. We fixed it. Yep. We're done. We're done. Seriously? Are you serious? That's what caused the whole thing? Somebody put a gun to my head right now and pull the trigger, please. That is crazy. I just basically had a folder, the demo area. You know, that is like the global, like the, here, let me show, oh, you cannot see it. Oh, you can, hold on. You can, right? Hold on. Yeah, you can, sure. So X-Plane11, you had the global scenery, and there was X-Plane11 global scenery, and there was demo area scenery. And there were a lot of NEF files in there. Fixed! Everything is perfect. Yep, deleting the demo area. Fuck me. So, what are we gonna do? I mean, I still don't have... Still have ILS on the map? What do you mean ILS on the map? I don't even know what we have. Let's see. IFR low en route. Yeah, I think so. IFI high en route. Okay, nothing there, but that's what you're talking about, right? Bloody hell, seriously? You know how much I was screwing around with this thing? Like, trying to fix it? Like, you cannot even imagine that. And by the way, everything is still, so the overlays and everything are still there. So we still have all the roads and everything, so Yeah, apparently the demo area did only one thing. It was fighting with the other area. So here is the thing. We might actually just finish this flight. Now, it's gonna be a little bit tricky because what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna go... How am I doing it? We actually still have this thing on. Hold on. And by the way, this is the log. It always died at... you see, this is what I saw here. It always had all kind of Earth nav data, like all around. It's like all Earth nav data. And I was like, that's something. Screw me, if this is what all caused it, I'm like crazy. So, we still have this here. So what I'm gonna do, actually, oh wait a minute, I hope that we are off the PilotEdge, right? Yeah, we are off the PilotEdge, obviously. Okay. What I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna relocate this, change location to KLAS. And obviously to the same place, yes, confirm, start the new flight. Well, what I'm going to attempt to do, Yaron, is what I did actually once already around Dallas, okay? It's going to need some... Obviously, it's not going to be auto-accepted. It has to be reviewed by some person. But since I'm streaming, that's actually a very good thing. Yeah, I hope so. I mean, it looks like it, because, gosh. If this was all what it took, I'm like... I used to have a boss, okay? I used to have a guy, I worked for him. He was from Jordan. He was a very nice guy. His name was Emil. Unfortunately, without giving out too much personal information, he killed himself a few years ago. But anyway, so this guy was my boss, and I did some very stupid things. Basically, I did some stupid thing in the office, and he was like, he asked me to go to the office, and he told me the following. I'm telling it word by word. It's a mature channel, so if you don't like swear words, please turn your ears away. He basically told me the following. He said, Thomas, fuck me. I turn around, I pull my pants down, I bend. Fuck me. And he said this with a poker face. And I'm standing there. And this guy is a few years older than I am, but basically he is my boss. And I'm like, what are you doing when your boss is telling you that? Like, laugh? You didn't want to laugh because he was mad. You start fumbling with my zipper? I mean, what are you doing when somebody says like that, something like that? He was a great guy. I miss him dearly. He was really he was more like, he was the kind of boss. He actually told me, and we went for a business trip together from Taiwan to America on business class. He was the only person ever, only boss of mine ever who actually paid for my airplane tickets on business. He actually told me, hey, if I'm going on business, you go on business. If I go on first class, you're gonna be on first class. If I'm in a 5-star hotel, you're gonna sleep in a 5-star hotel. He basically told me flat out that whatever I have, you're gonna have. That's what basically told me. That's the kind of person he was, and I really miss him. Oh, you missed that part? You missed that part? I'm gonna repeat it again. He said, Thomas, fuck me. I turn around, I pull my pants down, I bend. Fuck me. And I was like, oops, what am I gonna say to that? How do you react when your boss tells you that? Now, so what we're gonna do now, it's gonna be kind of tricky. First of all, I'm not gonna start the PilotEdge yet. Okay, and we have to get to the same place. So what I'm gonna do is quickly, I'm gonna actually start this airplane up. We're gonna use all the checklists. However, this time I'm gonna do the checklist in a much more, a much quicker way. First of all, before that, we have to set the weight and balance. Wait a minute, it might remember the same data. Yes, I think so. Hold on. I think it remembers my data from there. Look at that. How nice. How nice. I don't even have to do anything with it. Hold on. I believe so. Yes, 19152. Perfect. So, we don't have to do anything with this one. Good. Resume flight. Hey, thank you so much for the follow, my friend. Fieron30. How are you doing, my friend? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go still for a checklist. But we're gonna do it in a quick way. And we're gonna speed up the flight. Although I cannot speed up a lot, so it's not gonna have a lot.
Check.
So what we need here actually,
brake.
all we need is putting this down, standby power on and there, parking brake, okay.
As needed.
Whatever, and we
Landing gear
start the
level.
ground
Down.
power. We
Speed
have the
brake
nav
lever.
on,
Down detent. Flap lever.
and pretty
Up.
much that's it.
Manual gear extension
Next one,
access
thank you.
door. Verify your measurement units LBS
Okay, we're gonna
slash
go
KGS.
here. We're gonna go for FMC. Clear. We're gonna go for pause in it. We're gonna set it there. We might have to wait a little bit. It's not that quick. Still align. I think we should be all right. We have that. It's gonna just fix itself. No worries. Let's go for we're gonna work from KLAS. Okay, we're gonna do it in a quick and dirty way right now. Sorry about that. Here you go. We set up. There you go. And the route is gonna be KLAS KSEA. I'm just not sure that we are able to finish it with PilotEdge, unfortunately. Yeah, I live in Taiwan, but I'm from Hungary. I'm a Hungarian guy. 26R. That's the runway. Flight number, I'm gonna put still ASA 601. Flight number there. And route. Oh, hold on, before we do anything. I'm sorry, I'm a very... how do you call it? I can be an annoying person sometimes, so I want to make it beautiful. There you go, and this one. There you go. Let's go back. So we're gonna have route. Oh no, execute here. How the hell do I get there? Hold on. Oh, save route. Invariant. Wait a minute, how the hell do I get back there? Hold on. Was it in route? There you go. Oh, no, I have to go to next one. I did that already. So, actually, we're gonna have a departure. We're gonna have 26R. We're gonna have sheet 1, OAL, execute. Next route, next page. We're gonna go for, hold on, we have to still go back to my sim brief here. We're gonna finish this bloody thing. Yarian, let's see, we try to jam it through the throat of qVirtual. These people are very nice. They're gonna watch my stream, so yep, thank you, man. They're gonna watch my stream because that's the point that I'm gonna tell them, you know, that they can check it on stream. So I need to be very nice to them. So you guys are wonderful, and actually they are. So just messing around here, but yeah, they are actually pretty nice people. And we go pum pum. BTG, BTG, there, execute, and then we're gonna go for a Hawks. There you go. So we're gonna departure, arrival, ILS 16L at Griffey, and we're gonna go for the, oh, it was right there, Hawks at BTG, execute, Lex. Next page, next page, next page, next page, next page. Get rid of that. Execute it. There you go. And we're good. And we basically have got this one. And then we have to go to performance in it. We're gonna ZF. That's right. Reserve. It was 1.2. I remember that. It was 80, I remember that. It was 34,000, I remember that. I don't remember the wind. 292,053, 292,053. They're gonna watch, they are gonna see me in the chat, they are gonna be like, oh no, it's Mr. No Checklist, we're gonna deny this. No, they don't care if you're using a checklist or not. The checklist is actually only for you, to be honest. Okay, N1 limit, we're gonna put the same thing, 45. It's gonna be a very quick and dirty thing, guys, and that one is good. Takeoff, we're gonna go with 5 flaps. I'm gonna basically emulate you as the no checklist guy, and we're done. There you go. That was the whole thing. We already selected this, right? Yeah, okay, next.
IRS alignment is complete.
It is, thank you.
Check.
We only do basically a yaw damper, and pretty much
alternate
that's it. Everything
switch.
is good.
Off.
That's it.
Test switch.
We don't need any of these. We're gonna put these two on, and we put on the APU. 1, 2, 3. Yep, it is the Yaron emulator V0.1 beta. Yeah, perfect. That's exactly what we are doing right now. So we're gonna basically, we have to wait a little bit because we cannot start the generator until it's available. Probably better than the original. Yep, I know. I'm a perfectionist, so if I want to copy somebody imperfect, I want to copy it perfectly. Does that make sense? I think so, because I said so. I'm the by the way, guys, I'm the most humble person in the universe, so you cannot be as humble as I am, never. So just know that. Okay, so EGT. Actually, there are some improvements because the EGT doesn't have to go all, it's going to acknowledge that the EGT was on much quicker. We just wait for this light to turn on so that we have actually some generator available, and we do. Thank you so much. Ground power equipment normal, emergency guarded. We're going to have the fasten seatbelt on. I'm still gonna do this, and we're gonna turn on the lights. We didn't do any of the tests, but we know that it's not gonna blow up. Everything is off.
Engine hydraulic pumps.
These are good.
On.
Now we
Electric
basically only
hydraulic pumps.
have to turn
Off.
this one. This one is
Air
already an
temperature
auto.
source
This one is an
selected.
auto. This one is open. These ones are all turned on. That's all. We're gonna go for 34,000. This time we're gonna do a really quick and dirty. This one is 450. I did it freaking. This is my freaking third time, so I know that. Most humble. Yeah. No. I'm the most humble person in the world. Seriously. I mean, you cannot compete with me. Come on. Everything else is good.
Course S.
Okay, course S. You are an S. I'm not an S. Course is already 163. That's good. Flight directors have to go on. We're gonna have the bank angle selector. I'm gonna put it to 30 degrees. We don't really care about our customers if they don't like it. We're gonna go for borrow. And I remember it was 633. That's the good thing about doing the same thing over and over again. You kind of start remembering things. 633. Too much. And we have IN, and we're gonna have. Actually, I don't even care if it's incorrect. I'm just gonna use what this guy tells me, which is 2996. Doesn't really matter that much when we take off anyway. Oh, sorry, wrong way. There you go, 2996. Everything else is perfect.
Master lights.
No checking here. Only thing that we have to do here is really just put on the auto brake to RTO. Everything else up until this point is good. Radios, we're not gonna care about it right now. I'm gonna put on the last one what we had, which was 130. What was it? 135.15. That's I'm gonna put on. As I said, if I can, I'm actually even trying to squeeze myself back into PilotEdge, but we might not do it. 110.3 is perfect. Transponder, we're gonna put it on standby. Actually, right now it doesn't really matter, but it is on standby. Next one.
CDU display.
Okay, let's go for that. Everything is okay. Auto throttle arm. We're gonna have the IS max selector. We put 149. And this time, we actually gonna use just simply the VNAV to go up. 149, we're gonna put LNAV and VNAV on. Initial heading 259 is perfect. Yep, initial altitude 34,000, perfect. We have everything. Turn on all the pumps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna put on just the B one, and we're gonna turn on the anti-collision light. We're gonna turn on the stabilizer trim. It's important. It's gonna be 5.83, something like that, and we're good. Look at that, how quickly it goes. We can actually push back right now. Parking brake, is there. Shock, transponder, this time actually it should be, I mean, who cares, but I'm gonna still do it. Okay, let's do a pushback. Hold on. Look how quick it is, huh? Quick enough? Pre-plan pushback. Enter.
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you are ready.
Yes, I'm ready, so please do it. There you guys. We're gonna do it very
Ground to
quickly.
cockpit. Tow is driving up.
And as I said, there are 2 points that we have to kind of be lucky about. First of all, I want to do a... Okay, that guy is coming over. It's like he came over through the behind the wall. Look at that. He's gonna come out here. That's our pushback truck coming through the wall. It's kind of, I don't know. Is it unrealistic? Like, what do you think? I'm not sure. Like, slightly, right? Anyway, hurry up. Hurry up. He's lowering the thing, and then he's like doing this. I mean, it's... I should have just...
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed.
Perfect.
Ready to connect. Set parking brake.
Okay, its parking brake is on, I believe. Hold on, to put it there. Oh shit, I have to put it on. Okay, sorry. I thought that it was on already, but since I didn't do any... You see, since I didn't do the checklists, it wasn't on. So it's still a little bit iffy for me. I like to do the checklists one by one just to make sure, but I'm actually kind of doing it, like scanning through it. Come on, come on. You can do it. I mean, it's right now, it's like...
Tow connected and bike paths been inserted. Release parking brake.
Okay, parking brake released.
Starting pushback. And you may start engines.
Alright, so packs off. Ground. This one actually we never delay anyway, so we just go through like this. Probably I could start it right now, but I'm still keeping it like real. Alright, let's see if it works though, because look at that, we are in the meantime nicely pushing back already. Then we're gonna pull off a nice southwest taxiing. There is no radio communication right now because I'm not gonna, you know, because I'm gonna speed up and everything. I wouldn't be able to do it anyway on PilotEdge, so I think we're good. Okay, let's go for the other one. There. I'm gonna actually, hold on, I should be like almost idle, but I'm gonna go slightly above idle. That's what I was told, and that's how I prevented this thing breaking. There you go, go. And let's see if this starts up nicely. With a little power, actually. Yep, looks good. Looks absolutely good so far. Yep, we're good. Go back to idle here. It actually went back to idle, so we can actually go for this one, the other electric one, next one.
Engine generators.
Now the engine generators both available, so we can actually just simply start them up. And this is when we start the probe heat switches. No need for the anti-ice
switches.
Air conditioner back here. This one back to auto. This one
operation complete. Set parking brake.
Okay, we're gonna set the parking brake. Otherwise, this guy is not gonna get away from us.
Connecting tow. Stand by.
And engine starts at this time. Gonna go to continuous. We're gonna go for 1, 2, 5. For whatever reason, I think it, look at that, it stopped my engine. You see that? But then it goes back up. Look at that. Look at that. See that? It practically stopped my engine, and I don't know why. That's really annoying. That's something I believe it's a Zibo bug. It shouldn't happen. Did I flip the fuel switch? What do you mean? Yeah, of course, it's all good. I just you know, everything is good. I just put down the flaps.
Disconnected, unbike capstan has been removed. Hand signal on the right. Well, see you next time and have a safe flight.
All I did was put on the flaps, and that basically broke it. So let's just go. Okay, so we're gonna do a little, as I said, it's gonna be a little,
V-card speed bugs.
never mind. We're gonna do a little, okay. Actually, we should have the taxi lights on, just for better measures. I think that's all we
Engine
need, really.
generators. On. Probe
Yeah,
heat
that's
switches. On. Anti-ice switches.
Alright, so let's go a little bit quicker, please. We don't have all night. Yep, they are on. Everything is good. That's why I think it's some kind of a bug. I noticed that in my A cars, you know, everything is set up correctly, and then it just basically like turned off the engine and then turned back on, which is like kind of weird. They don't seem to be really synchronized right now, which is kind of annoying. Okay, now it's better. No, they are still not synchronized. I think they're gonna catch up in a second. Okay, let's actually go a little bit to the right, so when we are doing this maneuver, we not end up like skidding. So, as I said, it's a little bit, not even southwest, it's kind of like even worse than southwest. We're gonna go a rodeo style, but try to keep it safe. But as I said, this is just a quick and dirty takeoff what we're gonna do here. We still have to do everything because this is a picky airplane, so you have to have everything done still correctly, but come on. Keep going, keep going. We're not gonna pull a reverse Harrison Ford, don't worry guys. We're not gonna take off from here, I'm not that crazy. But let's just do a nice little... Actually, it's more like Pat used to do, Patoin has been doing some kind of taxiing, like 50... Oh, was it... Wait a minute, was it you, Yaron, or Patoin? Who did 50, you know, this kind of taxiing, like at 50 plus. This is like, I mean, even Southwest airline, the Southwest pilots would be like, maybe you shouldn't do that. I don't know. Okay, it wasn't you. Okay, yeah, then it was Pat. He said like he was taking off with the MD-88, and I think you were here actually when he said that. You know, it's like literally he got like the permission to start taxiing, and like 10 seconds later he's already like already contacting, like holding short at the runway. I was like, how the hell did you do that? But in the meantime, in those few seconds, he actually told me that he was doing like over 50 knots on the ground. Very simple trick, my friend. Let me show it to you. You go to the menu, you go to the extras, you go to others, and you do a real long short, align time, real long short. You choose the short. If you put real, it takes about 7 minutes or so. If you put long, I think it's about 2-3 minutes. If you put short, it's a few seconds. That's basically the nasty trick that people don't tell you, but is there. So next time, I suggest you try. All right, let's go. Now, all we do is basically gonna turn off the taxi lights. Hold on, actually, let's do that. Okay, and there we are already on continuous. Lights, put them on strobe and steady. Transponder, let's put it Tara, because if I really get back there, I need it there. That's good. And let's put the weather radar on. And that's it. Heading bug is there already. I'm gonna still put on the chronometer. I'm not sure if it's gonna speed up as well. If the chronometer speeds up as well, then it's good. Now, can somebody help me? I would need a little help from you guys. It's gonna take a while still because it's a long flight, but we're gonna speed it up as much as we can. But I would need a little help from you guys. Basically, if you could go to my VOD, and thank you so much for the follow, Bros613. I'm gonna start the flight right here. Run, okay.
Landing gear.
So what I would need from you guys to help me is go back to my VOD and try to see what is the closest point to when this thing died. Well, that was unexpected. That was unexpected. Okay, let's go to the... Yeah, let's go there. That was really unexpected. But then again, you know, probably I should have restarted the whole computer. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, because it's crazy. Yep, X-Lua100B1. Yep. It is. It is X-Lua100B1. What the F is that? Yeah, but it didn't do the previous times. The last time it didn't do... Oh, wait a minute. You know what? There is a chance that the previous flight, I didn't actually use the really newest one. No, the previous one is definitely okay. I mean, I believe we fixed the previous problem, but... The hell? Oh, no. Or is the X checklist somehow that maybe I was like, you know, pushing it through instead of like going one by one, and for whatever reason it broke it? Could be, you know? You know what I mean? That I was just pushing through the X checklist because somebody said that the X checklist sometimes kind of kills it. However, this is 5 o'clock right now, so I think that settles it. I gotta go to sleep, but oh gosh, this is so annoying, man. You clicked it away? What do you mean clicked it away? Oh, you mean that you didn't even start the checklist? Could be. Okay, let me see something. Copy. Because if it's like that, I wouldn't be surprised. There you go, look at that. Last one is this one, 24 September. Okay, that's not the one, it's like... Okay, so nobody actually answered to this guy, like since June 24? That's not nice. Hmm. I mean, I have a feeling that maybe I actually didn't even fly the previous time. You know what, let me go back to my... Okay, sorry guys, obviously I'm not gonna fly anymore, but I'm still trying to figure things out here. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna go to my own video here and try to go back all the way here, like way before. Right? Okay, I should actually put this into like some... Actually, you know what? It's even probably it's in the previous one. Never mind. Okay, you know what? It's actually in this one. I want to see which one actually I selected here. Oh wait, I think it died like twice. Good, good, good. So even back. This one here. Here you go. So let me see which one I actually started that time. So we're gonna be extremely actually very stubborn. Okay, I used the newest one. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Yesterday I'm good. I couldn't do this flight. I'm gonna do it tonight. Okay, so I did use the newest one. That's pretty obvious right now. So what are we gonna do now? X-Lure. So does Zibo use the X-Lure? That's what you're saying? I really thought that I could get away with that thing, like this thing. Gosh, I mean, I still might do it that way, but let me start it again, just for fun. So you are flying right now? At least we fixed that Seattle problem, right? I mean, it's better than nothing. But then again, it's really ruining my streaming, you know? I mean, like I got up to like a decent number of people like twice already. Yeah, that's what I did. I've texted and it died before. Okay. Let's go back to new flight. You know what? How about if I just go back to my previous version? Like screw that. To that old one maybe? I don't think that it had any X-Lure problems. Excuse me. Oh no, let's do it. I want to actually just see. I'm not gonna do the whole thing again. I'm not gonna. As I said, it's over 5 o'clock, so I'm gonna go to sleep. But I want to actually check out what kind of plugins we have. And I'm just wondering, can I actually maybe just get rid of that freaking X-Lure? You know what I mean? I mean, even though I really did, I think I did start up very quickly. It's still not quick enough, you know. I need to do it quicker. Oh, okay. Yeah. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, I'm not sure. But yeah, it makes sense. Gosh. I mean, maybe it would be all okay if I just restarted the whole computer, you know? Like, that's the problem, actually, like, with Windows and everything always, that all you have to do is just restart the whole thing and it's going to be working, right? This is the first time, I mean, for me, this is the very first time this message comes out. So That's why I'm thinking that maybe it would work perfectly if I didn't have the okay, so plugins. Wait a minute. It's kind of frozen right now. Okay. Enable, disable. I'm not even sure if I could get rid of XLua. It's here. Ouch, something is really bad. Something is happening to the airplane. It literally breaks the airplane. Okay, apparently it is needed. Okay, so importance of XFlua confirmed. Nice. I mean, it could be just a sound, but I think it was like kind of breaking some things here as well. Maybe what you should do, my friend, is try to use this function here, save flight. Keep saving, like every 5 minutes. Oh man, what am I gonna do here? I think I'm gonna go to sleep, guys. And I'm gonna restart my whole computer, and hopefully this problem is not coming back. Unfortunately, this thing, I believe, is something that is not gonna come back. Because I think it's dead already. Like, if I restart the computer, obviously it's gonna be dead, so I really will have to do. But I did it before when I tried to go to Dallas and my sim died like 3 times. And the 3rd time I realized that was because of some ortho file. That was really because of an ortho file. I actually did that I took off from, I think it was at that time from Los Angeles. And I did do like a speed up until the point that I remember that it was there. I did the whole thing followed by the Q tracker though, from the beginning. And then I just simply got back into normal time, and I did put here in the notes, basically I said, I mean, it's always there that you can actually, see my votes, but I just put in there that I did it 3 times already, flew 3 times, then I found that, it's the same route, everything is exactly the same, so approximately the same place, I'm continuing from there. So that's what I did. Look at that. I can even see that we started 3:40:02, right? I mean, it's like after. Anyway, so you know what I mean? I mean, I'm just. I think I might try to pull that off, but it's just so annoying. But this is the first time this XLO problem came up with my Zibo, so maybe if I just try to do it with the old, non-updated Zibo one, maybe it would be just good, right? Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Because I never had this problem with the old Zibo, and it never died because of XLO or whatever. It died because of the ortho and all kind of bullshit, but never because of X-Flow. So guys, I apologize, but obviously I am not gonna, okay, just forget it. I'm not going to continue this thing. It's already 5:15 in the morning. So yeah, I was, yeah, I mean, I would say that before you do that, why don't you go and save with this thing here, save flight. You can actually save exactly, I think, the situation here, like this. I think that's what you have to do here. And if you save that, okay, up to you then. But I mean, I might actually start saving, because if I saved, I might even gone back right now. But it's useless right now. So I apologize, that guys. It was promising. At least we solved the Seattle area problem. So, but like, you know, it's typical. Like, it just says, no, you're not gonna finish that flight. Whatever you do, you finish the freaking problem with Seattle, I throw you another problem. Like, you just cannot finish it. You know, just no. It's really annoying, because everything was pretty good. Oh, okay. Well, I don't think that it has anything to do with that. Somebody said it here that maybe if your X-Plane11 is the latest update, you should copy the whole X-Flow from, it says something like an X-Plane11 file from somewhere, and copy that. It might help. But then again, I'm not sure. Like, that's what somebody said. And well, it was said back in like 2016. Wait a minute, 2016? You're an X-Plane1105. Yeah, I think so. I think me too. Yeah, I think that's the same with me. Anyway, so thank you guys for coming. Thank you for all the follows, and if you haven't followed me yet, please hit the follow button. But and thank you, Jeremy, if you are still there. I'm pretty sure you're not, but if you're there, thank you so much for the sub and for the cheers. If any of you guys feel like subbing or cheering or donating or whatever, feel free to do that. Nothing is required. If you want to know anytime how you can do it, all you do is !support, and you find it out yourself. I don't like to self-advertise that much, but at the same time, I realize that you kind of have to tell people that they remember that. So anyway, let me see if we can actually do a little raid here to somewhere. I mean, unfortunately, most of the people left, so probably we cannot even do that, but let's see who is up, and let's host somebody anyway, just to be nice. And well, that was an interesting day. I'm pretty sure everybody here is already watching John Fly, but you know what? Why not? Let's do that. Let's just host John Fly, guys. If you don't mind, I'm gonna host John Fly, and he's probably gonna finish anyway soon. And we take it from there. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for the sub, Jeremy, and thank you for the cheers. And I hope I'm gonna see you guys. I'm gonna be off the next 3 days. Tomorrow is Sunday, and we're gonna be off on Tuesday and Monday and Tuesday as well. So if I go to sleep now, I'm gonna probably get up pretty late. But I these days I'm a little bit more available for flying and everything. So thank you guys. I'm gonna see you guys very soon. It's just drone fly, right? Is there any other thing? It's just it, right? Thank you guys and see you guys later. Bye bye.